Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Etheria restart video, and today we are going to talk about grinding in Etheria restart again. However, I'm going to talk about the part of this game, the grind in this game, that I actually enjoy, and that's leveling up characters. Essentially, I'm on this pattern where every week I try to level up a new SSR character and a new SR character. Now, by level up, I do not necessarily mean maxing out skills. We are still in a perfect lattice desert. I mean, I have 3 and I feel like I'm swimming in them, and they are, trust me when I say, they are burning a hole in my pocket, and I want to just toss them into a unit, but every time I do that, I feel like I immediately regret it. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you a story about Tiamat here in a second too, but I try to level up a new SSR, just at least get them to level 45 or level 50, so I can start working them into real-time PvP, trying different diverse team comps. So much fun. I love that part of this game. And every week I try to build up a new SR character. So this week, what I'm looking at, and I got a couple ideas, Sonya, who fits into my Tiamat story here in a minute, she's definitely on my radar. Maybe the next character that I'm going to build right there, or I've looked at a couple others. Ren the Unbowed. If you don't know about Ren the Unbowed, I'm going to educate you about Ren the Unbowed here in a second. And Obel, a PvP goddess and gods right here. Look, Ren the Unbowed, if you don't know anything about her, let me pull up some stats. This is from Pridewin, and this is all the characters in the game. I've sorted them by their max speed. So their speed, if you use lattices to max out their speed. Ren the Unbowed is what, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th fastest unit in the game. Actually, she's tied for 8th fastest unit in the game at 138. Not only that, her damage actually scales off of her speed. So this chick, if you have not yet faced this chick in PvP, watch out. If she goes before all the rest of your team, she's about to one-shot you. That's basically how this works. If you want to take a speed set of gear and pivot it off of a support onto a high damage unit and try to just blow people up before a fight starts, she's so fun for that kind of build, and I would really like to level her up and use her. Obel is insane for the crowd control, you already have seen so many people use him for, but also because with Obel, he turns, hold on, so each has a 20% chance with 1 stack of dot and 1 stack of stun. So that's what most people think of Obel for, stunning the enemy team. Yeah, the dots for PvE or whatever, but this skill 2 is a big deal. He deals 200% damage with a 45% chance to convert 1 random buff into 1 stack of dot, and if you level this to 5, it's 2 buffs. So he's essentially a dispeller and a crowd control character in one, and this is a character that when I'm running, for example, my Veronica teams, and this is just kind of a fun way that, let me just kind of run you through how I think about PvP. If people come out and they start throwing stuff out there, maybe their second pick and their first pick is they're boom, I'm gonna bring out Kazuyo the Reverie, and I'm here comes some sleep nonsense, they're gonna try and sleep me, and maybe they drop a Mio, and I'm oh yeah, here we go, sleeps and freezes. I'll bring out my Veronica, and my Veronica is equipped with Bulwark set. Bulwark gives her immunity, and it doesn't just passively give this to her, it literally gives her the immunity buff. And so I build my Veronica as fast as I can. Her passive, when she gets hit, will bump her turn meter up 30%. So even though she's not gonna go second, as soon as the enemy team goes first, if they AoE us with a Kazuyo the Reverie, it'll bump Veronica to the front of the line. Then I can cast her skill 3, which steals buffs from an enemy and then gives all the buffs she has to her teammates. All of those buffs that she has includes Bulwark 8. So she will spread this immunity to her whole team, and that's a way I can counter pick into an early Kazuyo or something like that. But with freaking Obel, if they then pick an Obel or a Dispeller, a Viper or a Heinrich, I really gotta watch out for Heinrich with this comp. Obel, again, he could crowd control you, or he can just turn your immunity and turn your I can't die buff from Veronica into 2 stacks of dots, and then you're just toast. Then you're cooked. So it's a really fun way to build the game. However, I would like to be able to build those characters. I would like to be able to do those things as well. So I have to build them. And that brings me to my story about Tiamat. Never mind the build that I'm trying with her right now. It's okay. It's she's not nearly done yet. And I'm definitely still working on her shell. But there was this thing that was happening to me in RTA, real-time arena, where I jump in there and like I had team comps in mind of kind of when I wanted to play, but one of the teams that would just crush me was a Tiamat team, especially like a well-built Tiamat team. Maybe I'd have first pick and I would pick like Mio, right? I'd be like, okay, here, I'm going to pick the speed unit for myself. I'm going to bring out Mio and I'd have her built for full speed. I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. I'm going to like slow them down and freeze them. And then I'm going to like do my damage. And then their next two picks might be Ling Luo and Sonya. I was like, oh crap. They just picked two healers. Third pick's protected pick. They're going to pick Tiamat. They already have two healers locked in. They have this like unkillable juggernaut Tiamat comp that if my DPS can't get up in time, now I have to like, oh man, I hated fighting it and it was beating me a lot. So I built Tiamat to level 50. So if somebody did start picking all their healers, I could just pick Tiamat away from them and then either pivot into trying to build a little bit of a team around her or continue building whatever team I was, building anyway and have her just be like a shielder and a crowd control person for my team. She has 90% effect accuracy, so she'll land this taunt from time to time. It's great. She's a great character for PvP, and she is, especially when you get later in the game and you can get good builds and good shells on her, PvP monster. However, that's another reason why I think I need to build up my Sonya next. So here, what I'm going to do in this video, I wanted to just talk about how, first thing I want to do, I'm rambling a little bit. I'm super tired. Just got in from mowing the yard, long weekend, going out of town again tomorrow. Anyway, I'm rambling. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys today. And what if you want to help me, you could. Here's who I'm thinking about building. I have, first of all, this many lattices of the purple ones. I have 10. So I can essentially build an SR character all the way up, as much as is required. We're going to reset for the week in about a day, so then I'll have access to even more purple lattices if I need them. Which character should I build? Keep in mind, I'm trying to build a Tiamat comp. The healers that I currently have on my account, I do have Fukui here. I have Mia. Who do I qualify Mia as a healer? I don't really know. She has a heal. I'm not invested into her skills at all. And she's only level 45, but I do have her. And then, of course, like everybody, I have my maxed out Ling Luo because maxed out Ling Luo is just god tier, especially once you max her skill 1. So I have that little combo. Do I need Sonya? This is like literally something I've been thinking about as I go to bed at night. Should I build up my Sonya? I'm really thinking about it. If Sonya isn't what you guys recommend, if you want to see me instead go a different route, should I go for like the speedy SR, sneak in at the last pick DPS Ren the Unbowed, who you stack like speed and crit on and just wreck everybody? Or should I go with Obel, who is like a character I always wanted to build, and it's I think the last SR character I got on this account was Obel, and now of course I pull him 3 times every time I do a 10 pull, and he went from being my last SR character to max duped out. So that's what I'm thinking about building. For Tiamat, my question for you guys is, those of you that play her, do you max her skill 3? When I'm reading through her skills, it looks to me like a skill 3 max would be very important for her. Get her damage up and get these HP bonuses up, because she scales really hard off of HP and you just can't have her dying all the time. So I need to invest into her. I'm going to definitely have to farm some more of this Anima imprint stuff, which sucks. I need my double drop weekend back, please, ASAP. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about today. I just wanted to share a bit of what I think is fun about grinding in the game. And while acquiring character EXP used to suck, nowadays, if you just grind it out on the double EXP weekends a little bit, you have a ton. And I've leveled up several characters since the last double EXP weekend, and you can see I'm still sitting on, after leveling up a bunch of characters, 8.1k of these blue books. That's a lot. That's probably enough to take a character like to 50, with then again some yellows and some purples still hanging around. So just a quick little easy video tonight. Really wanted to make some content before I go out of town tomorrow, give you guys a little update on my account. I hope you guys are having a good day. I will share a image with you real quick before I leave too. I wanted to share this. So we had our Union versus Union where we lost, we got smoked, but guess what? They did not clear our defense. And you know who they didn't clear? Me. 10 wins and 2 losses, baby. There's that Veronica that I was talking about. She popped off. We got what? We ended the day with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successful defenses in a row to end the Guild Wars super loss that we took 4100 to 1870. But I'm still proud of how we performed. There it is, y'all. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for watching all my videos. The Etheria restart content has been doing very well, and I think a lot of you out there are in the same boat as me. We really enjoy the game, just want to see it improve. Thank y'all for being a part of this. I'll see you next time. Peace.